So I'm going to be trying to put out a video on Tuesday about some hand tool stuff, tips, tricks that I know, things that I'm learning with it, any hacks, whatchamacallit, restoration and all that. I'm going to be trying to put it out on Tuesday because then I can call it Hand Tool Tuesday, which I'm sure is an entirely original thing and doesn't have 1,000 other people who's doing the exact same thing as the title. Unfortunately, this first one is going to have to be pushed back a day due to the annual hoop dance break dancing competition. Unfortunately, I didn't place this year. But yeah, start off, I want to talk about something I've been meaning to do for quite a while, and talk about some joinery chisels. So let's get into that. So I have had a incredibly large upswing in the amount of tools that I own since last year, since I've started my schooling, that is. And before that, I just had a set of these guys here, cheap Home Depot things. You know, they don't hold an edge worth anything at all. I still keep this set around as my rough and tumble chisels, you know, hack through some dried glue and the whatnot, you know, clean up some 2x4 if I'm rough framing stuff at school, all of that. But really, when it came to in the shop for joinery and whatnot, I needed to get something better. And throughout all of this, I've been really cautious with how I buy things. That is, I didn't just take the tool list and go, oh, just buy everything. I just bought things as needed and as, you know, as I could. I mean, this is one chisel here that I picked up for, I want to say it was $1, some secondhand store. Did a bit of an adjustment on it, just so I had a dovetailing chisel. Nice sharp edges. But my main line chisels have been these guys here, which is the Narex. And they're a fairly cheap chisel, like I think they're 15, 20 some odd dollars a chisel. And decent steel. Bought this on the recommendation of my professors. Because, you know, I don't have the money to spend $100, $150 on a single chisel made out of whatever super steel that they've got going at the time. Heck, there's a lot of chisels in the $50, $60 price range as well, but I figured keep it cheap, at least for now. I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of these once I'm out of school. One thing I found with these is they've got quite chunky oval handles. I have very narrow hands, so they're uncomfortable to hold. So what I decided to do was this here. Exactly the same chisel. Used to have the same writing on it, but a bit of rubbing alcohol and it just comes right off, honestly. Now I didn't mean to take it off, but it came off, so yeah, slim it right down. Very comfortable. Not round, of course. That way it doesn't just roll off my bench. Yeah, really a very, very simple adjustment, which I've been holding off doing on this guy here, simply because I've been meaning to do a bit of a video about it, just in case anybody else was looking at buying these and was thinking, ooh, but the handle's a bit, yeah. Thing is, the handle isn't even oval in line with the blade. It's slightly off, meaning that you can't, when you hold it flat in your hand, it kind of goes off at an angle. So yeah, very simple process, doesn't take much time at all. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Alright, so my first step here is to just bulk off as much as I can. Starting to get it approximately square. I don't have too much that needs to come off. On the small side here. I'm being nice and careful as I go along here, just to make sure that I don't go down and start digging into this metal ring here. Now, as you can see, I've got something that's approximately square with rounded edges here. I just want to take down these edges and make them all 45. So as you can see, this is approximately what I'm aiming for now. See that there's still this stuff down here, and this is all still a bit rough. And I don't need it to be too even. And this is what I'm aiming for here. And I could do the rest of this with hand tools, but I'm going to speed it up a bit and use another tool that I happen to have access to. And that's over out here outside in the shop now. To finish this guy off here, I'm going to be using this tool here. It's just a nice and simple bench grinder. First, gotta get my safeties on. So all that's left to do now with it is put on a quick coat of finish. And I'm just going to use some raw linseed oil here. I don't need anything too hard wearing or anything like that. Nice simple oil finish. I'm not expecting to have these be something that I need to clean very often.